soon he'll be wearing that out, and I'll tell him he'll be on at you for wasting his batteries. If that's your can I borrow voice?
No, I just wanted to ask you.
I can't find that bill from the wholesalers anywhere.
Ask me what? I hope it's a one-word answer, because I've got to be meeting a shop fitting rep down the shop soon.
Oh, of course, the flowers, yes. Hey, Degsy, have you heard your sister's latest brainwave? She only wants to turn your old charity shop into a florist, doesn't she?
Yeah, she was telling me about it.
Yeah, a non-starter, that, isn't it? Mind you, what would I know? I mean, I'm only the experienced shopkeeper. But if you should ask me...
Don't you ever give up?
Merely trying to point out the first rule of commerce to a novice such as yourself, that's all. And hands up all those who'd like to know what that is. No? Well, I'll tell you anyway. Basics, dear. Stick to your necessities. Food, clothing. I mean, when was the last time you heard anybody say they couldn't get by without a bunch of daffs?
So where does your newsagents come into this? Because that's what you were going to do with the empty shop next door.
Oh, if I hadn't been pipped to the post by my nearest and dearest, you mean? Well, the newsagents was a perfect example, wasn't it? You see, customers would have been drawn to me basics first, and then attracted to their non-essential ferret fanciers weekly. But flowers...
Sorry, what were you saying, Jack?
Just my white top, but I didn't remember putting it in the wash.
Oh, right. Derek, do something useful, will you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And if you're looking for your wholesaler's bill, I think I saw it on the dressing table.
Thank you very much.
Isn't that the second rule of commerce? Keeping your paperwork in order.
So, you really going to live in the florist next to Dad?
Don't tell me you think it's a non-starter as well.
Me, no, I think it's a sound idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So what is it you want? Are you all spent up?
No. I wasn't going to ask you for money. Look, can my aunt stay over tomorrow night? Oh, go on, Mum. That means she goes in for the abortion tomorrow.
Am I not making it sound so casual? I don't know, Jack.
Yeah, but she can't go home to hers, can she? I mean, not when Mum and Dad don't know anything about it. And she's bound to feel rough after.
It's all right, he knows. Leanne's a problem.
Oh, wait, Mum.
Well, I have to talk to somebody. It hasn't been easy. You know it's against everything I believe in. If I hadn't been so certain she's going to be so stupid, I would never have got involved.
So Leanne's still going ahead with it, eh?
Yeah, tomorrow.
She wants to stay at ours afterwards. But it's too risky with her on.
Yeah, but then she'll have to risk going home feeling awful and her parents wanting to know why.
Jackie, I've done enough sneaking about behind your dad's back. I'm going to take her to the clinic and Lynn's going to pick her up and take her home.
Yeah, but Mum...
The chances are she'll just feel a bit groggy after the anaesthetic and she can cover that up at home.
Yeah, and I mean, she'll still have to hide her feelings even if she came here. I mean, what would your dad being about? I take it Tony and Mike don't know.
Well, it's not something you tell your children. You're helping a 16-year-old who's pregnant and in this position, and her parents don't even know.
Yeah, but she's done it anyway.
Yes, but it's how she would have done it that's worried me.
Well, then.
All right, I'm coming, hang on.
I wasn't sure if I'd be welcome or not. Oh, great, you're early. Well, you know what they say, start as you mean to go on. Oh, you made me jump.
My apologies. We wouldn't want to frighten off such an attractive addition to the office on her first day, would we? I expect you got a few butterflies, eh?
Right, well, I'd better show you the ropes. Your desk. I hope I can cope.
Oh, you'll cope admirably, I'm sure. Bright young person like yourself would grace any office.
Dad offered to help with a few odd jobs around the office, but there's nothing that can't wait, Dad. Especially if you think Mum might be needing you.
She needs me getting under her feet like a hole in the head, I should think. Anyway, we can't have our Margaret working in anything less than perfect condition, can we? Now, let me see. Better get my other screwdriver.
Don't mind Dad, he just goes a bit OTT with the charm factor sometimes. Bit of a flirt.
Oh, I think he's lovely. It's a pity more fellas can't be as charming as that.
Farnham Clark Associates?
Good morning, Farnham Clark Associates. I'm sorry, Karen Clark's not here at the moment. Can I take a message? Mr. Simpson. OK, can she ring you back?
Oh, moaning flower.
Don't you start.
What have I said now?
Well, if you don't mind, Jim, anything floral is just a little bit of a sore subject at the moment.
Oh, why was that?
Well, I was all for extending into next door as a newsagents.
Sounds a good idea.
Yeah, but Dee Dee has got it as a florist, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, florist can be a goer, can't he?
Never. No, I'll just wait until she falls flat on her fuchsias, then I'll step in and take it off her hands.
Aye, aye. Love's young dream, eh?
Yeah. Soon be over when they're married, though, eh?
Well, yeah. Whenever that might be. Might as well enjoy the unmarital bliss while they can.
They'll have to be sharp, though, won't they? You know, the wedding date's set for less than a month. I am right, aren't I? The wedding is about a month off.
Oh, yeah, must be that. Couldn't remember offhand what date the invite was for.
A couple of days after Valentine's Day, innit? Would have thought that was a hard one to forget, Jim.
Yeah, of course. Don't know how it could have slipped my mind.
We should go, you know. You need to get some rest.
Thanks. It's just, I'd feel happier if I saw her awake before we left.
But the doctor said she'd been sedated. She could sleep for hours. They said she'll be all right.
All right.
Oh, look, you know, I didn't mean... I know how unhappy, desperate somebody has to be before they try to kill themselves. Just when she's out of danger now.
When the doctor asked me why she might have done it, I felt like I was on trial all over again.
But you told him you didn't rape Diana. The court proved that. He did believe you, didn't he?
He seemed to. So why do I feel so bloody responsible?
Because you're the sort of person who cares. I mean, even about someone who tried to wreck your life by accusing you of something you didn't do. But you mustn't start to blame yourself.
I know I didn't rape her. And all the people that really matter believe I didn't. But I can't walk away from it until Diana believes I didn't.
And if you never hear her say that? She will be all right. There's nothing more that you can do.
I can see her. I can talk to her. I just have to, that's all.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Graham, he says he hasn't got the proposed copy for the leaflet she promised him.
Graham. Oh, damn. Cara must have forgotten to send it before she went down to London. I wonder where...
No! Gets me every time. I only rescued Princess Daisy this morning. Got up to 128,000, but one life left. So near yet so far, eh? Yeah, well, I better get down the job centre. See ya. See you later, then.
Bye. I'm sorry. He just popped in to wish me good luck for my first day. He's at a bit of a loose end, really. Nothing's come up job-wise since the Romania trip fell through.
Well, speaking purely selfishly, I'm glad it did. Otherwise, he'd have wished you off to do good works, and I wouldn't have had the benefit of you.
As long as you didn't mind him just popping in.
No, not at all. As long as he doesn't make a habit of it, you know. It just wouldn't look too good if a client called or...
Yeah, I understand, honestly.
Oh, dear, this really should go round to Sam Graham's office today, and I've got a client calling round later.
Anything I can do in my capacity as handyman and general dog's buddy?
Oh, if you could, Dad, it'd be a real help if you'd take my car and drive it round to his office.
That's the sort of thing I should be doing, really. Except I can't drive. Could get a bike, I suppose.
Well, you're welcome to a ride on my crossbar anytime. I used to love cycling myself.
Thanks. I still feel a bit useless, though, not being able to drive.
Oh, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, Patricia, Now, that's something really useful I could do for you. I could teach Margaret to drive.
Hey, could you? No. Oh, no, Dad, I couldn't ask you to do that.
Why not? It would be a privilege and a pleasure. Couldn't have a more attractive pupil now, could I?
But the thing is, I was thinking of offering to teach Margaret myself.
Nonsense. A busy executive spending her time on that when you've got a retired man around kicking his heels. And I suppose Margaret has got any objection to my teaching her.
Objections? You're kidding, aren't you? When can we start?
Soon as you like.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Whoever said talk's cheap hadn't met us too, had he?
How do you mean?
We haven't been in touch since last week. I thought we'd have something to say. I thought everything was okay between us.
Yeah, well, that was my fault, wasn't it? After last week and us getting together and that, I felt that I needed a bit more time to think about things.
And have you?
I thought about nothing else.
I'd understand, you know. Barry's ex-girlfriend, Barry's kid. Bit of a second-hand package, aren't we?
No. Oh, well, thought I'd crossed my mind, but I don't want Barry's shadow spoiling anything that we might have going between us. I know how I want it to be. It's just whether you'll see it that way.
If you mean you'd rather go back to being just good friends, well, I can handle that. I mean it. You're a good mate.
But, well, I want it to be more than that.
Me too. You're supposed to look happy about it.
I am. I can't make any promises. I don't know how I'm going to feel next month, next year. It's just, it feels right now.
We both know about promises, Terry, and having them kicked from under us. I don't want to rush it and risk spoiling a good thing either.
I feel I should be saying, oh, I don't know, that we'll live happily ever after.
Let's just see.
All right, Sin.
All right, Jim. Well sorted.
Hi, Fanny.
Yeah, I booked it for first thing on the wedding morning. Oh, and you need yours doing as well.
I don't know whether to go for the full pay and we'll just get the highlights touched up, would you know?
Busy time, eh? Wedding arrangements all there.
No, you're not kidding. Hey, I saw Alice and he wants to know, are we having a joint reception as well as the double wedding?
Double wedding? Nice touch, that.
Well, I didn't like to ask Marianne if it's supposed to be double reception as well. I mean, her dad's paying for the do for her and Alice.
I suppose most of the guests will be theirs as well, won't they? You've only got your mum and your brothers.
Yeah, I suppose we'd have to pay something towards the reception, though. Or we could just take all out for a pub meal, what do you think?
Decisions, eh? I don't know. Up to your necks in the old nuptial planning. Thought that'd be why my invite hadn't dropped through the door as yet.
Well...
What's the joke?
Nothing. Except...
Well, the thing is, well, we sort of forgot about you, you know.
Forgot?
Well, when I say forgot, I don't mean, you know, we forgot. I mean...
Yeah, well... Well, me working nights at the club and you two busy all day and run off your feet, you know, and up to your eyes with the old wedding plans. Probably thought you told me about it, eh?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is,
Hey, busy mates means never having to say you're sorry. All right? You'd have looked a right divvy, though, wouldn't you? Eh? Turning up at the registry office.
Oh, well, with it being a double wedding.
Yeah, well, we thought we'd have the full church doing that, you know.
Church do, nice one. What would have been even worse then, wouldn't it? Turning up at the church without your best man.
Look.
Anyway, now that I'm on the job, you don't have to worry about your itches. Relax. Trust me, no messing. I promise you. You and me, we go back, don't we? So don't you go worrying about a thing. Because I'm going to be the best man you've ever had. I've got loads of experience.
Nice one. What I liked was the honest and direct way you told him Doherty has to tell you to be your best man.
Diana? Diana, please. They said you were okay, but...
You couldn't even let me die, could you?
No, of course I couldn't. You mustn't want to, either.
Why not? Who cares? God doesn't. Sooner won't even be married anymore.
Your father would care for one.
Yeah. But even he'd be better off not having to live with the shame of me.
There is no shame.
Not for you. When they said in court that you were innocent, they meant that I was guilty, didn't they?
No. You just... We just believe different things about what happened between us. If we'd just been able to talk about it.
I knew what happened to me. And I knew that nothing can ever change it. Not ever.
Perhaps when you're feeling better, we can talk. Without all the lawyers and the legal crap that took us over. We might both get to understand what did happen that night. We might even get to be friends again.
Go away, Peter.
No. You've got to know. You've got to believe that I do care what happens to you.
Please go away. If you really do want to do something for me, leave me alone. All I want is to never have to see you again. Not ever.
All right, Jim.
Great. Hey, you're just the very groom I wanted to see, you know.
Listen, about this best man
Hey,
thing.
listen, no sweat, son. I've already started getting it sewn up, haven't I? Well, off the peg, actually. Didn't I tell you could rely on me for all this busy man business, eh?
You haven't bought that just for being best man already, have you?
As soon as I saw you, the savvy, yeah. Gave a mate a bell, and he only comes up with the half price, and stitched the Pell's job.
Oh, well, have you got a cheek?
Cheap? Yeah, yourself, brother. 300 quid, this, and that was only half price. But it's worth it, innit? Hey, listen, I'm happy for you, aren't I? And I'm proud and all. Proud to be your best man, know what I mean? You and me, come back years, don't we?
Yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't have come
Hey, think nothing of it, mate. Behave, will you? Listen, better go and get this hung up. At this price, I think I'll ask Barry if I can keep it in the safe.
I think that's how I must be marrying you. The way you have of saying what has to be said.
Oh, hang on, come off it, Mars. I can't see nothing to you now. Can I just spend 300 quid on a suit? You saw how made up he was?
Yeah, well, I can see my wedding day turn into a farce if you turn up with two best men. You're gonna have to sort it out.
No. Just have to tell Terry. He'll understand, won't he?
Allow me, madame.
Thanks. Don't you go burning too much of the midnight oil, will you?
No, I just wanted to check these market research figures. Margaret, thanks. It was a really good first day. You've been a big help.
I hope that applies to me, too.
Of course it does. Thanks, Dad.
You walking my way, young lady? I should be more than happy to escort you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we'd walk together. I won't be long. And anyway, Margaret's meeting Derek, aren't you?
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot. I better hurry up. I'll be late.
Don't forget your L plates. They'll probably sell them over at the petrol station.
I'll get them tomorrow.
Dad, I'm not so sure it's such a good idea you're teaching Margaret to drive.
Why not? I mean, you won't find anyone more reliable. She couldn't be in safer hands.
But shouldn't you be spending some time with Mum at the moment? Things haven't exactly been brilliant between you since you got back.
Your mother and I are fine.
Apart from your obvious reluctance to go back to Spain.
Between you and me, Patricia, I don't think your mother really wants to go back now. I mean, she's been busy re-establishing her roots here. And besides, how could she even contemplate going back without me?
I always had a feeling that Spain wouldn't be forever.
Because it does mean that we'll have to impose ourselves on you and Max for a bit longer. Can't afford to buy here until we sell over there, you see.
Yeah, well, of course, you're welcome to stay with us, but...
Thank you, you wouldn't mind. Oh, and I did wonder whether Max might be able to help with the sale of the Spanish flat.
Oh, yes, of course, I'll ask him, and I'm sure he'll do what he can to help, but... Oh, let's face it, Dad. The real problem is why you and Mum fell out in Spain in the first place. What gave her the idea that you were messing about with the Spanish cleaner?
My dear girl, far be it from me to accuse your mother of exaggeration, but really, I ought to feel insulted. Charm's my stock in trade. I can't help it, you know what I'm like.
Do I?
Well, I think I'm just being friendly. Your mother thinks I'm flirty. But I do love her, Patricia. I'm far too much of it to hurt her. Believe me.
So there's never been anything serious? No one special?
And after I've just told you how special she is to me. Is this some Casanova theory your mother's concocted? That's not the reason you're worried about me teaching Margaret to drive, is it?
No. No, of course it isn't.
Good.
Sure you won't stay for something to eat?
No, I better start the trek back to Birkenhead. It'll be late enough getting Stephen bathed and fed as it is. He could do with changing, but he'll be bad-tempered all the way home if I disturb him now. Not a care in the world, eh?
Look, you're not going to like this, but I said I'd ask. It's Barry. He wants to see the baby.
And you said you'd ask me that? When you know I don't want him anywhere near Stephen. Why didn't you just tell him no?
He doesn't want to start seeing him. It's just the once. He just wants to look at him, that's all.
I thought you understood. I can't believe you'd even think of being Barry's messenger, not over this.
Well, I told him, didn't I? I told him he'd had no right to even ask.
So why are you asking me as if you want me to let him?
Because he only wants to see him for 5 minutes, that's all.
You believed him?
Yeah, I did. Don't ask me why, but I did. Well, I've never seen him like that before. It's like he won't rest till he sets eyes on him. And that's all it'll take. Give him his 5 minutes and he'll leave us alone.
No way.
Look, you know what Barry's like. If you deny him access to Stephen, then that'll make him even more determined to see him. Just give him his lousy 5 minutes and then that'll get him off our backs for good.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come here. Look at me. Do you think I don't care about him? Do you think I don't care about you? I wouldn't ask you to be doing this if I thought he was going to do more than just look at him.
Only if it was here. I don't want him coming anywhere near Birkenhead. And you'd be here, wouldn't you?
With me stopwatch. Oh, let's get it over and done with, eh? I tell you what, come here tomorrow and we'll give him his 5 minutes. I mean, what I'm going to do, eh?
And there'll be more from Brookside on Monday at 1:30 right here on Living. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit like a big fat pig. I've eaten so much chocolate, so much Christmas cake, and goodness knows what. It's all still in the fridge, actually. And if you're feeling unfit, perhaps now is the time to go to that gym or watch a video. We've got 5 fitness videos to give away, and for one lucky winner, a televideo recorder to play them in as well. And I'll be telling you how you can enter that competition in just a few moments after the short break. So please stay with me for that. But today we've been talking about the newspaper stories. One of them is Chris Evans and Billy Piper have got it together. It's all over the papers. And we said, what do you think? Well, Alistair Kerr says, why don't you just leave Chris Evans and Billy alone? They are a couple who are simply having a laugh in the sun. It's not much of a big...